Hello students, let us continue with our second chapter, which is forms of business organization. In our first chapter, we studied about the business is an economic activity. Now let us continue how the business can be done. Business can be done in various forms. It may be sole proprietor, it may be a joint Hindu family business, maybe partnership, cooperative society, and joint stock company. We will study in detail regarding these various forms of business organizations. Let us continue with the first form, which is sole proprietorship. What is sole proprietorship? As the name indicates, sole means single, only. Proprietor means owner. That means sole proprietorship business is a business which is having a single owner, that is known as sole proprietorship. Let us do something in detail. Sole proprietorship business refers to that form of business organization which is owned, managed, and controlled by a single individual. Now, what do we mean by owned? Owned means a person who invests the money for doing or for starting a business. While doing the business, various resources are needed. Resources like raw materials, stock, human beings, a building for keeping the stock for goods, some kind of furniture. So whosoever manages all these things, he is a sole proprietor. As well as control. Sole proprietor business, when he will invest the capital, he will arrange all the things, all the resources. Definitely the decisions will be taken by him. That is control. Means when a business is owned, managed, and controlled, means when a person invests money to start or to continue the business, arrange resources, and takes decisions, this is known as a sole proprietorship business. Now, when he will do all this work, definitely when there will be the profits, he will receive all the profits, or I can say he will take all the profits. When he will take all the profits, then he will be the bearer of all risk. Risk, you remember, no? Possibility. In the last chapter, we defined the risk. Risk is the possibility of inadequate profit or losses. Risk is the possibility of adequate as well as inadequate profit and losses. The next one is, now the sole proprietorship business is suitable for which kind of services? The sole proprietorship business is suitable for such kind of services where there is personalized services, such as beauty parlors, hair salons, or some small scale activities like grocery shops, like retail shops you are observing in your locality. So for such kind of business, sole proprietorship business. So the next is features of sole proprietorship business. Among the various features, first one is formation and closure. Sole proprietorship business can be easily formed. There is no legal formality in the formation of a business. No law is there. Today, you want to start your business, arrange your raw material, arrange goods for the purpose of selling, and start business. There is no law. Easily you can start your business. Just you need the basic things. Or nowadays, you don't need lots of stocks. You can go for your online business also. That is also a example of sole proprietorship business. Wherever there is no formality involved in the opening or formation of a business, in the same way, there is no formality involved in the closure of business. Next one is liability. Liability is the general term, if I tell to you, that is responsibilities. In accounting terms, you will study the different meaning of liability, but here I would just want to tell you there is a liability means responsibility. Sole proprietorship business has lots of responsibilities. As a business starts, the proprietor personally becomes responsible for the payments of all the debts of a business. Personally becomes responsible means if business is not profitable. Suppose business is not like that, business is under the risk. Risk means there is no sufficient profits, continuous losses are there. Proprietor feels he can't go longer with this business. For starting a business, he has taken a loan of rupee 80,000, but now he does not want to continue the business. How that loan will be repaid? He has definitely to repay the loan. This does not mean that he is not able to continue the business and that loan will be exempted. Definitely he has to repay the loan. Whereas he has taken the loan of 80,000 rupees, but his business is providing him the property of 60,000 rupee, means he is having stock, building something of the business in the form of rupees 60,000. He will pay 60,000 for the repayment of his loan, which is of 80,000. Now what to do? How he will pay rupee balance 20,000? He will pay balance of 20,000 from his personal resources. जो उसके personal deposits हैं या उसकी personal assets हैं, उनको सेल करके वो पे करेगा. The next feature of the sole proprietorship business is sole risk bearer and profit recipient. This I have explained you in the meaning of sole proprietorship business. If the business fails, then the whole of the risk will be borne by the sole proprietor. If there is profit, all the profits will go in the pocket of businessman. Control, I have also told to you that control means decision taking power. There is no person to interfere in the sole proprietorship business. One can suggest to the sole proprietor, but one cannot force the sole proprietor to implement that decisions or that suggestions. So control, the right to run the business and make all the decisions, lies with the sole proprietor. Now the question is, do the business and businessman are separate things? No, there is no separate entity. In the eyes of law, whatever a business borrows, जो एक business borrow करता है, that is being borrowed by the proprietor himself. If a business is not able to pay, that would be paid from the personal property of the businessman. Next one is lack of business continuity. So as I said you, there is easy formation and closure. If a sole proprietor dies, so definitely the business will be closed. That is a separate thing, that business will be taken over by his successions. But once a business is the proprietor is died, the business will be automatically closed. It was that these were the features for a sole proprietorship business. Next, we will continue with the merits. Thank you.